Hey guys, Ashura here, and in this video I will be talking about 7 questions which Oda is yet to answer about Whole Cake Island. Now, these questions may not be completely relevant to the story as of now, but Oda did raise these points, and I'm kind of curious as to why Oda did not go further on it. But I think at least a couple of these questions will be answered by Oda in before the Whole Cake Island arc ends. So, having said that, let me begin as to what these questions are. Now, let us begin these questions. The first one among the 7 questions are: who was the fourth Sweet Commander? Now, Brule did say that there were 4 Sweet Commanders just a little while ago, just more than a year ago, and his position was removed off because he lost his fight to Orochi. From then on, Oda introduced us to all of the 3 Sweet Commanders, namely Smoothie, Katakuri, and Cracker, as shown in the background image. But Oda didn't really come back to the point as to who the 4th Sweet Commander was. He was never talked about again, and we don't know as to what state is he in. I mean, Oda never really told us that he died in his battle with Orochi. I mean, this is definitely a possibility since we are considering this as a battle between 2 pirates. Or she could have as well killed the 4th Sweet Commander just like she killed her son Pretzel. I mean, Opera was pretty worried that Big Mom would drain the life out of him because he let Luffy and Nami escape. On the other hand, it could be one of these guys. He could have just lost his title, and he might still be a big shot in the family, but he still is desperately trying to earn back his title. With this, let us move on to the next question. Where the hell did Pound go? Now, Oda conveniently made us forget about Pound. I mean, this is the last panel where we see Pound with any sort of dialogue. After this, we don't really see him anywhere. I'm not sure if you can see him as a silhouette, but this is the last real appearance of Pound in the manga. After this, Oda conveniently shifted the focus on the encounter between Luffy and Sanji, therefore we completely forgot about Pound. Now, since the last time we saw Pound was in the Seducing Woods, and the story has come back to the Seducing Woods, so I'm guessing Pound might actually make an appearance now, and who knows, he might be the reasoning between the Straw Hats and the Big Mom pirates. I mean, he was the former husband of Big Mom, and he still calls her Lin Lin, so there might be some way for him to connect to her, but that is an extremely slim possibility. And since Pudding is actually using chiffon to make her cake, I think there might be some reappearance of Pound to talk to Chiffon. I mean, he really does want to talk to Chiffon and Lola. So it'll be really sad if Pound is not able to meet Chiffon before she runs away. So from there, let's move on to the next question. Where are the creatures and what are the creatures from Big Mom's collection? Now, Oda put a lot of panels and pages on these creatures. As shown in the picture, he showed us a manticore, a unicorn, a griffin from South Blue, a long-limbed human, and a centaur from Punk Hazard. Now, there were many theories that the centaur from Punk Hazard is actually Monet, or it could also be Brownbeard, but the former was more popular, so even I'm gonna go with the former. So there's a good chance that this centaur is Monet. Now, having said that, Oda has not shown them since that panel. Now, since these creatures were held captive in the Whole Cake Chateau, and the chateau has now been destroyed, there's a very good chance that the books they were sealed in has been opened and these creatures have escaped. Now, these creatures could provide some necessary distractions for the Straw Hat Pirates and help them, but since Big Mom has already caught up to them, I don't see that really happening. And if these creatures do manage to escape, and since some of them are humans, they might actually come to show some gratitude to the Straw Hat Pirates, just like the toys did in the Dressrosa arc. So, who knows, Monet might actually come to help the Straw Hat Pirates. Now, with that, let me move on to the next question. Who is the present king of Tottoland, and where the hell is he? Now, Pudding did say that there were 43 husbands of Big Mom, and sparing Pound, we haven't seen any one of them. That includes even the present king of Tottoland. He didn't even come for the wedding, so my question is, where the hell was he? What is more important to the king of Tottoland than to see the wedding of his wife's children? Is there any reason as to why Oda is not showing the present king of Totland? Is it does it have to do something with Big Mom's powers? Who knows? I mean, I did make a theory saying that Big Mom stores most of her soul in the present husband. So that could very well be a reason as to why we have not seen Big Mom's present husband. Now let us move on to the next question. What is Big Mom's present bounty? Now, anytime Oda introduced any one of the Big Mom's fleet commanders, he immediately told as to what their bounty was. But we never got to see as to what Big Mom's bounty is. And now this makes me curious as to why Oda is doing this. Oda really showed us as to how strong she is when he showed us her bounty when she was a little kid. That is, it was 50 million and then it changed on to 500 million. But Oda has not yet shown us her present bounty. In fact, Oda has not shown the present bounties for any of the Yonko. And my guess is Big Mom will definitely be the first one because Luffy is battling Big Mom first. So my guess for her bounty will be close to 2 billion. Since Kaido is the strongest, I believe his bounty will be more than 2.5 billion. From here, let me move on to the penultimate question and a relatively more important question, which is, where the hell is Caesar? Where did he go? Where did he run off to? Now, this is the last we are seeing of Caesar, and clearly he does not want to go back to the Straw Hats. He's saying goodbye, people. But he still has to run away from the whole Cake Island, and he has three options for that. One, join the Capones, join the Germa, and join the Straw Hat Gang. And well, and depends on what he chooses. The story will be interesting. He could as well join the Straw Hat Pirates. There are many theories floating around that he will be the next Straw Hat pirate, or he could join the Capone gang and really go with the Gastino look. But it makes more sense for me if he joins the Germa because he can really empower their army. Imagine all those cloned army with armed with artificial devil fruits. They'll become seriously a force of nature, a force to wreck with. So him joining them will be mutually beneficial for both of them, but somehow I feel that he is gonna join the Straw Hat Pirates, but this is up to debate. It's gonna be really up to Oda to see as to what he wants to do with Caesar. But the best choice, if you look at it technically, it's gonna be him joining the Germa. With this, let us move on to the final question. What will the relationship between Pudding and Sanji be after this arc? I mean, they just literally almost got married. So I'm not sure if they are now husband and wife or the wedding got cut just before the minister could finalize the deal. Now we can clearly see in this panel that Pudding has some sort of feelings for Sanji because when Sanji got Nami, she actually got jealous, or rather, she was a little bit in shock. So there are some feelings of affection from Pudding towards Sanji. So I might actually not be surprised if we found out that Pudding is in love with Sanji. I mean, there are many theories stating that. You can check out one of Joy Boy's theories regarding this. And from this panel here, it's going to be a very big question as to what will their relationship be. We do know that now that Pudding is actually angry with Sanji and she feels that Sanji insulted him. I think the main reason for that would be because she is a little jealous towards Nami there. But overall, I do think that she has some really positive feelings towards Sanji. And we do know that there's no way that the Straw Hats can beat Big Mom, and the only way to stop her is to give her the cake she wants. And this is where I believe Sanji will shine and really make the most delicious cake he has ever made and give it to Big Mom. So there could very well be a battle between cakes done by Pudding and Sanji to see how Big Mom reacts. So this battle, I believe, will be really interesting, and it's going to be good to see as to how this will affect the Sanji Pudding relationship. Ultimately, if she does fall in love with Sanji and if she decides to go with him or do some stupid stuff like that, it'll be really interesting. But I don't really see Pudding becoming a member of the Straw Hat Pirates, but there is a good chance that Sanji and Pudding might have an long distance relationship. So, with that, all my questions are done. Hopefully, you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please leave a like. And if you want to be notified for my future content, please do subscribe. And if you have anything to say about these questions, please do so in the comment section. This is Ashura the Demon signing off. Bye bye, guys.